Hey peeps, not sure why this camera's acting up, but whatever. I'm so excited to bring you something I've been trying to make forever. So, y'all may not know this, but I actually really like vegan food. I don't like vegan food that pretends to be other food. So there are very few instances where I'm like, oh, this isn't the worst, but I like, for instance, veggie burgers, like black bean burgers, and other things like that. So there, in my favorite restaurant, one of my top 5 restaurants of all time, is a place called Red Bamboo in New York, and it's like a vegan vegetarian restaurant. Amazing. So there's another place called Seva in Ann Arbor, and if you've been to Ann Arbor, you know what I'm talking about. And they have General Tso's cauliflower, and I love cauliflower and I love General Tso's, and I'd never had them both together, and I tasted it and it was amazing. Okay, so I didn't feel like deep frying anything. It's getting very hot. As you know, I film pretty much like the opposite of the season, so you're gonna see this. It's gonna be cold, but for me it's gonna be hot. Okay, so, and the fan's on in the background, I didn't even turn it off. So I use Delish, yeah, them. I used their recipe for General Tso's cauliflower, and I checked it, had really great reviews, and I was like, yes, okay. So here it is. This is actually the cauliflower by itself, and they served it over rice. At Save, I don't remember what I had it with, but here it is with the sauce on it, and then there's rice, and I put a layer of scallions in between, and some roasted sesame seeds on top. Here's some more scallions, I love me some scallions, and then here's the rest of the sauce. I didn't want to drown it in sauce because some people said, depending, I think I only used like half a head of cauliflower, but depending on how much you used, the sauce could be really overpowering. So I tasted the sauce, it was good. A little too much lime for me. I feel like next time I either won't add lime or won't add as much. But besides that, it tasted good. Your girl's clumsy. So another thing, I'm going to have Polar. This one is the black cherry. I think the thing I have comes in like 4 flavors. I don't know. So, all right. So I'm gonna try the cauliflower by itself, and I have a spoon. And let me take this the little tiniest grains of rice off. Anyway. It's pretty good. I think it would have been different if it was fried, because that one is a tempura batter. But this is good too. And I didn't use the panko breadcrumbs in the recipe. That's the only thing I didn't use. That makes this different. I didn't use panko breadcrumbs, but I did. Everything else was the same. I just didn't have any. Oh, good. I go for heavy on the lime. I was ready to be too salty because you don't salt the cauliflower directly. You salt the once the batter's on there. Yeah, that scallion really cuts through the limey flavor. And I love how I have these glass bowls, y'all. I have been showing off. Yes, mama's baby. You don't want none of this. This isn't meat. I've been showing these off. This just has a little sauce on it. It's good. I need to break this up more. I didn't actually make that much rice this time. I only made a cup of rice. That's good. I think some pieces could use more sauce, but again, I wanted to avoid using too much sauce. And I also only did 1 layer since this bowl is small. I wanted to make sure I had enough rice to cauliflower ratio. Yeah, I've never tried, but I probably could do. I'll probably just take, like, you know, have it washed and just take bites off the scallion thing itself. Because I eat all the parts, so. No, it's a problem. But anyway. good. I believe the sauce is vegan. I think that. And that has milk. I don't know. The breadcrumbs. Oh, this is spicy. I really think I was like, it's not really that spicy, but the sweet chili sauce, because you do add like 3/4 of a cup. That's good. But yeah, I was worried it wouldn't be salty enough, but I added, or too salty, like either or. Because I don't use low sodium soy sauce because I'm keep that in my house. So I'm like, oh, you can control the salt. Yeah, you can also add less like salt to stuff. Like when you bake and they're like, oh, add unsalted butter. Why? Just don't add salt to the fucking baked good. How hard is that? The salt's right in the butter. How easy that is. Whatever. That's also not how I was raised. Like when I was raised up, when I saw people cooking. We never had separate butter, separate salt, and separate soy sauce. So that's the thing about recipes. I know it's gonna sound like a weird rant, but some recipes are modified because they're not practical. Low sodium soy sauce. Most times I'll just use less soy sauce and I won't add salt to something, or I'll add less salt to something. So when it all comes together, the flavor is so balanced. Unsalted butter, same thing. What's the other thing that people do? Oh, and then using different kinds of salt. So I use sea salt from Costco. I actually have another kind, the one I use in the avocado video. I actually used the pink Himalayan you can grind yourself. So that will make it either coarse or fine. Like coarse, medium, and fine. I usually use medium. But I would use sea salt. That's it. Unless I'm pickling, and then I use pickling salt. That's it. Like I have some salts for flavor, but I don't have consistent salt. I just don't. I cut up half the cauliflower. I'm sorry, I cooked half of it. I really have some in the freezer. I'll probably steam it. I haven't. I don't know. Trying to find my napkin. No, plastic bag. Whatever. I forgot how many scallions this was. A number of them. It's actually not super late. I was supposed to film this like, sometimes when I'm making a new recipe, I don't have a good grasp on time. So, yeah. Ooh, bells. But yeah, so this is good. It is a little spicy. And I actually saw a recipe. Well, look at my Pinterest board. Pretty much everything. I'm telling the whole point of this cycle. It's stuff I've saved to my Pinterest board that I was like, I'm gonna make, and then never made. So, this is my time to shine, and also my time to encourage you to, what is that? I don't know, what the heck? Yes, what is that thing? Is that just an imperfection in the bowl? I guess. Anyway, it really is my chance to encourage y'all to experiment in the kitchen too. Like, try something you've never tried before. And that's why I opened with the chicken wings. Which is something I saw but never tried. I don't know, like, it's time to try that. I have a random thought. I wish I could buy, and maybe somebody knows where they sell this, like frozen scallion pancakes. And I feel like frozen yarn. Oh, my nose bleeding? No. Okay, so it's in pain. My nose hurts really badly. Like I scratched it. So I was very concerned for myself. Anyway. I think the frozen 9 you can just like heat up. I wish it had scallions like that. Not scallion. Yeah, scallion pancakes. They might in some Chinatowns, but I don't know if they have that out here. I'm gonna ask around. Or what I could just do is go to the stores, buy a bunch of those scallion pancakes, and then just like freeze them between pieces of like parchment. Just stop playing bushes and just put the rest of the scallions in here. Anyway. Let's see. You. This one. I think that's one. Oh, we'll see. And if it's not, I'll get this too. Anyway, so. I made the pieces big too. I didn't know how small to make them. So I was like, oh, go big or go home. I kind of was guided naturally by the floret chunk pieces because it looked like they wanted to be big. I don't know. Some pieces are too floury. They're like, it's like, and it's gummy. Oh, I don't like that. I know it's me. That's my fault. It's not like its fault. Don't like it. I tried my best to get as much flour off. Because, like, you have to put it in flour. So I, like, rinsed it, dry it, shook it to dry it off. Put in flour, shook it. Put in milk, let it drain. Then put in the breadcrumbs. What is this rice, bro? I don't know my plan. There you go. That later on something else. I think I have rice for like lunch or dinner tomorrow too. I'm having you know that roasted salmon I like to make? The roasted side of salmon that I made the salad from? I made more. I really feel like my nose is bleeding. Ridiculous. I'm sorry. Anyway, I made more. I cut it up. I flaked it and then put it in the freezer. So now I'm taking it out. I'm going to do a couple things with it. One of which is fried rice. So. Yep, it really does feel like it is. I'm paranoid, y'all. Paranoid. Oh, dang. Now I need to bite this to kind of cut the... Excuse me. It helps cut the sting of the onion. This made in heaven, man. I mean, I generally have General Tso's chicken over rice, so why not? Like I said, you could easily make this vegan. You could do a tempura batter and fry it. Easy. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. So, try to clean this table off later. Like a whole table. Anyway, I had a great time. I know we weren't on very long, but I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Way up, I feel blessed. I will see you peeps in the next video. Mwah. Bye.